everyone, this is Nitin here. How you guys are doing? I hope your watercolor going great. You're learning and you're improving. So in this video, I am here in one of the very famous place here in my local area in Bangalore, which is called Ramnagaram. So can you see this behind, just behind me? There's a rock. There is a very famous movie called Soul has been, that's been filmed here, and there is a very interesting character came out from that specific movie. So let me just show you first this area. Awesome, right? So this rock is having a lot of historical moment, and today in this video I'm going to paint this. Yeah, you heard it right. I'm going to paint this. I just came here with my friends to have some good time here. So I hope you will enjoy this session. Let's have this video, let's have this tutorial, and I'm sure that you'll have a fantastic time. So I'm making this beautiful rock mountain which is near to my area. So let's go ahead, and I'm just dividing this the entire composition in three different three different surface. So one is the middle and the bottom, and this is the top. So my the composition has to reflect exactly this the way I want it in this in this composition. So if you want to take more information about this, you can just check the rules of third. That is very much famous to compose your photograph, and this can be done even in a painting as well. So this is the sketch we have, and now let's paint our first vase. And I'm using this Skoda brush, and let's go to our color. So I'm using this horizon blue as always, sap green, and this is burnt sienna, orange, and the red. And I'll be mixing all of these color to make this landscape. So let me just wipe up this extra color, and I'll be starting with this sky, and I've just taken ultramarine blue, and very softly, so I've taken a lot of water in my brush. And very gently you can leave that white space also, that is kind of a feel of the cloud. And so I just wanted to bring a very important news, is that I have recently launched a new category tag in my Patreon page, where you can access my very exclusive watercolor tutorials, where you can learn from, you can explore, and there are a lot many other rewards are involved in those diets. So moreover, what is really interesting thing is that I will be creating a very interesting the watercolor tutorial with the proper introduction and all of that, and I'll be uploading those tutorial in my Patreon page. And if you become the part of my tier categories patrons, then you will have a chance to access all of that. So please visit my Patreon page and check all of those categories. I see a lot of rock climber there. They come there and they make a they make a camp there. I don't know, sometimes I just forgot the color name. Yellow ochre, yes, I will remember. So this is yellow ochre, and just mixing a little bit of burnt sienna. And here it is. So we have our first layer, the first was done, and just a little bit of touch up, and we are pretty good here. If you want to sprinkle to bring a little, texture, you can do that. Now it's dry completely, there's no moisture at all. And now I'm going for a second layer. So I'm again, you just observe that most of the time I'll be using ultramarine blue, yellow ochre and burnt sienna. So mostly I'll have these three color combination mixing together. So I'm leaving some white space. I mean, the previous color should be visible, not everywhere, but somewhere that will reflect the light. And top, we can put some color. At this moment, there is no much water in my brush. Now I've changed my brush, and there's another layering of this surface. A lot of people are saying, when you paint, it looks very simple, and when I go and when I try, then it doesn't come. Then I realize that it's not so easy. But it's not that. Basically, it's a kind of the learning, and it's a kind of process which you will be learning over the time, and things will be all right after a certain time. The only thing is what you need to concentrate is being consistent, and not only being consistent but also being free, sense of freedom while doing the painting. This is absolutely required when you do watercolor. Don't hesitate to throw the color on your paper. So we are almost came to end of this painting. The reason I made this landscape because a lot of people have asked me to work on this landscape, so I made it. I hope you enjoyed it, you have learned it, and I would request you to try this. Just try it and see what is coming. You can share your artwork, you can upload it, and I would also encourage you to let the other people know about my patronage, my Patreon classes, my Patreon offer and tire group, so a lot of people can be part of this, can be my Patreon, because that's a wonderful thing you are doing, and that's really helping me to create my sustainability. And this is how I'll be able to make a lot of art for you and art community, right? So let the other people know, because the moment you will start spreading this to your family and friends and whoever you feel is an appropriate person, and please let them know. And thank you so much, everyone. I hope you had a great session with this. I will be keep coming with a new video every week. Till then, see you and take care, and have a wonderful day.